Class meeting helps me see Jesus in everyday life a lot more than if I weren't in the class meeting. Because I know I'm going to talk to my group about where I saw Jesus during the week and where Jesus was in my life and how the Spirit affected me, I'm paying closer attention to those things. I'm more aware of it throughout the course of the week. And I guess when you seek Jesus, you find him. Huh? Imagine that. And class meeting helps me seek Jesus on a more regular basis. You know, the worship service does what it does in terms of meeting once a week, but what really keeps me connected to Christ, connected to other Christians, the vine and the branches, is the meeting I go to once a week.
Whether you realize it or not, as you're sitting in class meeting and you're telling stories and you're hearing other people's stories, you just see this common thread through everybody, whether you're going through ups or downs or whatever you're going through. It's really quite profound. And the one thing that you keep coming back to is how you all relate to Jesus Christ, no matter where you're at in your journey.
I think class meeting has given me a better perception of Christ as the vine and us as the branches, just by hearing other people's stories. To hear how Christ affects everybody else, how that plays into our lives and our lives going forward with other people. You know, I feel like Christ is the one giving us the love to give out to others, which to me means we are the branches. It ultimately comes from him.
You just become so much more thoughtful around your faith, and it's really quite amazing. And it actually gives you kind of a sense of acceptance of wherever you are in that journey, through what you share and through what other people share.
In my daily life and my daily walk with Christ, I know that class meeting has made me more aware, made me more diligent. Perfect? No. Is there still room for improvement? Yes. But it makes you think. It makes you more aware of where your life is with God, where your relationship is with God, the good things he's doing for you, and also the areas that he's challenging you in your life. And without this class, I wouldn't have asked the questions that I have asked.
Class meeting encourages me to be more aware of how I can be a more active Christian, because I see the acts of Christ in the lives of the other people in the group. I see how God is calling them to do things, and then I recognize how God is calling me. You know, when we share the things that challenge us, I realize I'm not the only one with these challenges. When we share how God is using our gifts, I realize I'm not the only one with those gifts. It's just an opportunity for me to understand that by coming together and looking at where we are in our lives with Christ, we become there's more Christ in our life.
If you're on the fence about joining a class meeting, do it. I am personally very hesitant to join groups. I am not a big fan of commitments, of being certain places at certain times for things I may not want to do. And I am so happy that I chose to be part of this class meeting, and I think that you all would too.
I would say I was on the fence. It seemed like a really neat opportunity, but I didn't really know if I wanted to commit more time. This class doesn't leave you feeling tired or drained. It's rejuvenating. It's really great for your spirit, for your mood. I would say if you're thinking of it as being a commitment and you just don't want to take more time, I would say consider it something that might actually help you feel better day to day.
The first thing I would say to somebody that's thinking about joining a group like this is that there's no harm in trying, but by not giving it a chance, you'll never know. And I think that it's really worth your time because of the change I've seen in my life and the change I've seen in the lives of those around me. worship is what it is, and I love coming to worship, but I would really miss my weekly group. That's the thing I find that in a lot of ways really helps move me forward in my life with Christ in a different way, in a good way. They're both good and they're both essential, but I can't really imagine giving one up. So I would just say try it. You might like it.